Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clan Radio. I'm your DJ for tonight. You are dead. 100, the U and the R. Come to you in letters if you're ever looking for me out there in the RuneScape realm. Coming to you tonight. This is Clan Radio, like I said, coming to you from World 2 of the RuneScape realm. Special sponsor tonight, we have the Anonymous Clan. Now, interviewing tonight, this is going to be awesome. Rarely do we get our sponsors to personally come in for our radio shows, but tonight, we have two members of the clan. First, I'm going to talk to Ival26. Also standing by, we have Gork105. But first, Ival26, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. Just playing with some RuneScape, you know.
Just playing some RuneScape. That's what we're all doing. You know, RuneScape, it's how it is now. Ival26, he's a special player. Now, unfortunately, we don't have Mage Ryan 8 with us tonight, but we do have the deputy owner of the Anonymous. So, how has your experience so far? You and Mage Ryan 8 kind of started this entire idea, but even more special than that is the fact that you both have 3 skills at level 99. How does that feel?
Oh, you know, it feels pretty good, and me and Ryan all got the 99s together, you know. We raced each time we got the 99, and it's a pretty good feeling to race the 99 and get it at the same time as your buddy.
Now, see, that's interesting. You say at the same time, but is there any time that one of you beat the other person either on purpose or on accident?
Ryan's beat me every time, mostly on accident, because he accidentally got 99 fletching, and he got 99 mage, PKing, actually, in Wilderness.
PKing. You know, Jagex may have had it right when they took PKing away. I think they were good to bringing it back, but, you know, there's mixed feelings on that. Now I'm going to go over to Gork105 on the topic of PKing, actually. So, Jagex took PKing out of RuneScape for, like, 2 years, and then finally decided it's coming back. How did you feel, first of all, when they took it away?
I was depressed because at that time I was a complete noob, and how I made money was I would go pick up crap that people had lost, and that's how I made my money.
So, what Gork105 is telling you is that he was a PK junkie, in fact. He would just go up to the Wilderness, people would kill each other, and there'd be huge drops, and he'd just go and take all the stuff, and that's how he made his money. Now, it's been about 6 months since PKing has been back, not even. About 6 months, I would say about 6 months is about the time frame that PKing has come back to the RuneScape realm. So, how did you feel when you first heard the announcement? PKing is back in the game.
Well, actually, I was more excited about free trade because I was not really up here, and since I'm not up here, I have trouble PKing.
Good point. But free trade was also a big thing. So, free trade and PKing also, they both went out and came back at the same time. Now, free trade for me also, I have to agree, since my combat level is level 53. I have some high skills, but I'm not really a combat person. I'm more of a skill person. So, when it comes to PKing, it's not really my thing. So, I'm kind of in the same line with Gork here. So, really, yeah, free trade is what I really missed. But yeah, free trade came back. How did you feel, first of all, when free trade went away, when it was gone?
I was devastated. I heard that there were mobs all around RuneScape farming, just like cussing, and just mass accounts got banned.
I know where you're coming from, because, you know, free trade was a big thing. Now, I'm going to go back to Ival26 on this one. So, how long have you been playing RuneScape?
I've been playing RuneScape now for 5 years.
Just about 5 years. About, 100 days from 5 years?
100 days away from my veteran cape.
Yeah, I just got my veteran cape. I believe I started about 105 days before him. So, literally, I just got my veteran's cape, like, 5 days after I was able to get it, which is pretty cool. We just went and we asked and said, yeah, you can get it, so paid for it. But, so, you've been playing the game for a while. So is Gork, but I'm going to go for you. You've been playing a little bit longer. Grand Exchange. How was it before the Grand Exchange? Do you remember those dark times?
I do remember those dark times, and indeed those times were very bright. I love those times. It's the nostalgia of RuneScape. It's, you know, the glory of Gielinor. It's what we all liked, and it's what made RuneScape what RuneScape is. And that's what really brought me into the game, is that you had to get your own stuff. I mean, if you want to make your armor, you had to go and mine it and smith it. Or you had to buy it from another player. But now, you know, you just get to buy it, which is nice, but it's just not the same feeling. Yeah, so, you know, and I remember the days of, you know, being between pretty much level 3 and level 17 to 20 about. I mean, do you remember your first time you ever picked up a 1K? Yeah, the first time I ever got 1K, I actually gathered it killing goblins. I was about level 15 attack when I got it, and I was just very excited about that. My only skill was attack at that time, and getting 1K was pretty incredible, and you could buy enough stuff to maintain your character for a while off of that.
That's pretty amazing that you got it killing goblins, because goblins, I mean, at a max, drop about 25 GP, so really, that's a lot of goblins to kill.
Yeah, right, but, you know, off of Tutorial Island, I sold all the stuff to the general store right when I got it, so I already started out with 500, 600 coins, so it's not as many goblins as you think.
So going back to Gork105, we're going to stay on the topic of the general store. That was a pretty good lead-in right there. When was the last time you used the general store?
Had been years. I really think the CIO got screwed after the Grand Exchange took over, but I still shop there just to keep their business. Just to help them out, you know.
That's really good, because, you know, the general store shopkeepers, they're having hard times right now. The Grand Exchange took over. The analogy I like to look at, you know, we'll go back to the real world, coming out of the RuneScape realm, which we don't like to do on the show, but, you know, you have to do some things every once in a while to get all the audience in. But basically how I look at it is the Grand Exchange is China. And, you know, the general stores are the USA. So, basically, the general stores were kind of going under, so Jagex had to come up with a way to get it back. And so they invented the Grand Exchange, which really has changed the game a lot. The way we play the game, completely different now that we have the Grand Exchange. Do you agree?
Yes. Actually, if you were to do construction, you'd have to go, let's say you wanted to build an oak cabinet, you'd have to go chop down oak to get your log, take it to the sawmill and cut it up. Now, all you have to do is bloop, 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 have the money for it, and it bloop, 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 it comes right up.
Very well put. Now, while we're on the topic, what is your current construction level?
I'm 68, and I do, in fact, have a G altar.
That is very impressive. A G altar at level 68. So if you're ever looking, do you want to do a little personal plug on your house right here?
My name is GORK105. I'm always open for donations, so I have a lit G altar. I take pride in it always being lit, and you're always welcome in my house.
So while we're on the topic of the Gork105's house here, so we might as well go take a break. Now, mind you again that our sponsor for tonight's show is the Anonymous Clan. So both of these guys, as well as myself, are members of the Anonymous Clan. You can join us anytime. Just add one of us. We are all currently admins or deputy owners, so you can add either Gork105, WC Levi 3 is now the name, so that's WC LEVI 3, or You Are Dead 100, your host of the show. I always like to plug myself, so if you want to add me in the friends list or whatever, it's the letter U, space, the letter R, space, the word dead, and then the 100 is connected to the word dead. So it's You Are Dead 100. Feel free to add me. It's a really newbie username that I've had since 2006 now, so it feels weird to be playing the game. I'm going on 5 years. Gork, do you know how close to 5 years you are right now?
I started probably 50 days after, actually, now that I think about it, about 300 days, maybe, yeah.
That's really nice. So eventually, the entire clan will probably be able to have veteran capes. We'll walk around in our veteran capes instead of our clan capes. You know, we've got clan capes, though. I personally, I'm going to go back to Ival 26 on this one. Again, in the game, known as WC Levi 3. But just so you know, what do you think? You designed the cape personally, did you?
I did. Me and Ryan did, actually.
So, he's talking about Mage Ryan 8 there. You can always add Mage Ryan 8. He's the owner of the Anonymous clan. So, do you like the cape design better than most clans in the game?
I do. It's a little different because it's a color that you don't normally see and one that would be perceived as ugly, but it actually fits pretty well.
Okay, so we're on the topic of capes. Since you really like the design of the clan cape, what is your favorite cape in the game?
My favorite cape right now that I can wear is the woodcutting cape. If I had my choice of any cape, it'd be the Slayer cape.
I'm going to take the same question over to Goku 5. Favorite cape in the game you can wear right now, and favorite cape, period.
I think my favorite cape to have would probably be agility, because if you have that, you've got to be some major no life, considering how slow the XP goes.
And what about favorite cape that you can wear at the moment?
Actually, the only cape I can wear right now, don't judge me, but is the classic cape.
Now, see, you say don't judge me, but I actually think the classic cape, not only does it have, and the emote is kind of funny, in my opinion. It's a funny emote, which you don't see a lot in capes that have emotes with them. The emote's rarely funny, but this one's actually pretty funny. It's a basic emote, and actually, very rare cape. I've only seen 2 people in the entire world wear a classic cape, and that's the 2 of you sitting in my studio right now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've only seen 1 in the entire time I've been playing.
And that's pretty miraculous, considering, you know, there's a lot of people that played RuneScape Classic, so it's not hard to get it. Just people that have played either aren't playing anymore, something happened to where the point that they lost interest and just haven't got the cape yet, or they're just not wearing it because they have other capes, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go back over to Ival 26, who's got 4 capes, with the classic cape being included in that. How often do you wear your classic cape compared to the other 3 skill capes?
When I first got the classic cape, I wore it all the time. I wore it for probably a week straight, showing off the emote stuff because I didn't see very many people wearing it. But a few days after that, I got the woodcutting cape, and ever since, I haven't taken it off.
Now, you've got free 99s at the moment, Ival. So, are you looking for the 99? What's your plan as far as 99s? Are you taking a break? I know you just got woodcutting like 4 days ago. What's your plan for 99s?
Right now, for 99s, just spent a lot of time woodcutting, so I'm kind of burnt out on skilling at the moment, but I'm kind of looking at magic a little bit, maybe hunter. But I definitely want to get magic because that's what Mage Ryan 8 got, and I want to match his cape. And he probably won't get woodcutting, so I'd be ahead of him in the race for skill capes.
Oh, that'd be nice to be ahead of one of your best friends in the game, one of your best friends in real life. Be ahead of him. That'd be awesome. So, current magic level.
My magic level right now is 79.
So, if you were to go for 99, what is your projected time, start to finish?
The end of next month.
Not bad, not bad. So essentially, by the end of this summer, to have 4 99s would be quite the accomplishment. So, Gork, do you have a time frame on when you want to get that 99 thieving? Or are you just going for woodcutting? Or what have you decided as far as 99s? Are you still up in the air? Have you really decided what you want to do?
I think woodcutting would be good because then I could hunt. Then I could chop down I forget, mahogany trees, and I could cut them down really fast and get double money that way. But I think it'd be cool. I personally don't like the woodcutting cape as much as I don't really like the brown in it. So I would have to go for looks. I would have to go with thieving because you don't see many of those for one, and you can't go wrong with a black cape.
Very, very valid point there. So we're going to take a break. We're going to step aside. We're going to be back in about 60 seconds after this commercial break. You are listening to, once again, this is Clan Radio, brought to you tonight by the Anonymous Clan. I am your DJ. You are Dead 100. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hello. This is a public service announcement from the Grand Exchange. If you have recently visited the deep jungle, you may want to get checked out by a doctor. Or you could just visit the Grand Exchange and buy anti-poison.
The Grand Exchange is not responsible for any damage endured while drinking anti-poison. Results may vary. Possible side effects include hit point loss, stat drain, loss of run, dizziness, nausea, and emote effectiveness. Do not attempt to teleport while using anti-poison. Some being familiar while under the influence of anti-poison may cause kidney failure. This ad paid for by the Goblin Association. Who the fuck cares?
Are you tired of never being able to defeat your opponent? Just buy some Dragon Claws today and slice and dice their f***ing asses away.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clan Radio. I'm your DJ for tonight's interview, You Are Dead 100, as I am for every episode of Clan Radio. Tonight's episode brought to you by the Anonymous Clan. And tonight, I'm very lucky to have 2 members of the Anonymous Clan in here, in my studio, right now for an interview. With me right now, I've got Ival 26 and Gork 105. So I'm going to take this back to Ival 26. Ival 26, we're going to talk right now about new skills. You're always one for skilling. Dungeoneering, relatively new skill of the game. How did you feel when it came out, and what's your thoughts on dungeoneering, period?
Well, when it came out, I was pretty excited about it just to have that new skill in the game. And it was just like a whole new concept. Going through dungeons and leveling every skill possible. But what really made me mad about it is that you could get to 120, which kind of ruined the old feeling of getting 99, which really pissed a lot of players off, and it kind of pissed me off. But after really looking through it, it was pretty cool. I mean, they did add a lot of stuff to dungeoneering, and it's a really big skill. But personally, I think it's really fun, and I think if done right, like with a group, it can be even funner. But by yourself, it just sucks, and sometimes I just want to do a dungeon by myself, but you get like half experience, which is pretty frustrating. Overall, I give it a B. For releasing the skill, I think they released it too early, and I'll give Jagex an F on that. Really, that's harsh. You're never really that harsh to the game, but really, a whole F. Yeah, because when they released it, they said the reason they made it 120 is because they couldn't fit everything into 99, but the highest thing went up to 99, so it was pointless to have 120, but after a while, they added more stuff, and it made a lot more sense. Now, somebody who's really into skilling, obviously, with 399s, hopes for more 99s. In the future, at any point in your playing career, you see any hopes for 120 Dungeoneering? 120? Probably not. 99, I can see that, because actually I was just talking with Major Ryan 8 the other day about trying to achieve 85 Dungeoneering so that we can kill Frost Dragons, which would be very profitable. Okay, so we're going to turn this over. Talk to Gork 105 again. So, Gork, we already talked a little about your construction. I know you've got a really cool dungeon that you're working on right now. Any plans in the future for more really cool things you're adding to your house?
Yes, I do wish to eventually add a treasure room and several fight pits. And I hope to get something more than 12 skeleton guards in my dungeon, maybe 12 hellhounds. I don't know. See what
That'd be interesting. So, I actually have a question for you, because this is always, whenever somebody comes in for an interview, and this is the first time we've ever released this anywhere other than RuneScape. We've decided that we are going to go in a way that people can actually access this show. So, of course, you can find the show on iTunes now, which you never used to be able to do. We were always skeptical about going to a mainstream way, but we're doing it now. So, this isn't the first episode of the show, but this is the first episode of the show on iTunes. Pretty exciting for you guys to be on this, isn't it?
Yes, it's absolutely amazing. You just can't describe the feeling knowing that anyone out there can just go and find you talking.
And it's you guys, too. So here's the question I want to get to, though, because I always like asking this question when anybody comes on the show and they're construction gurus, kind of like you yourself. So, in your house, there's a lot of different elements.
One element would have to be, it's not always what's in the house, it's the placement of the rooms. If you have a portal room and a G altar, they're 3 rooms apart, everybody's going to leave your house. It doesn't matter. If you were to have a portal room, 2 portal rooms, one with 3 of the best portals, and on the end of that you would have a G altar, it would be a great room. But it all depends on the placing of the rooms.
Okay, so speaking of the placement of the rooms, what's your personal favorite room in the house?
Mine would have to be either the throne room, because I like it because you can lock people up and they can't get out, or I honestly do like the chapel entirely devoted to my lord, Saradomin.
Very nice, very nice. So, you've thrown some house parties with Gork. You do a lot of advertising, and you do a lot of, helping him light the altars and stuff. So, do you have anything to say about his house? Yeah, I was going to add about that. Gork 105's house is very well built. When you first enter the altar room, the chapel is right there. You can literally come right through the portal and go straight to the altar. Right next to that is the portals. And right next to that is an obelisk and a glory. So you've got everything you need right there. And then a room over, you got a combat ring and a throne room. It's just the perfect house. I'd really recommend it. I helped him a lot with this. He put a lot of money into it, and it's a really good time, so I'd recommend visiting his house. So speaking of the money you put into this is going to be a hard number to estimate here, but estimation, up to 68 so far. How much money have you spent?
A little over 9 mil.
Not bad, not bad. How much money's in your account right now?
I have about 12, and not including my Guthans.
So that's not bad. So spent 9 mil, and he's literally, 20 mil starting, only cost him 9 mil, up to 68. So building a house, time consuming?
Not really. Construction is more of a how much money you have, not as much as how much time you have. If you have the money, you can get it in, let's say you have max money, you can get it using the max money method in 2 days if you wanted. Or you could be the poor man doing it for 4 months. It just depends on how much money you have. The more money you have, the more faster it is. Like Idle 26 has said, it's a money drain skill.
Okay, so it's a money drain skill. Is there anything, it's always hard to be critical of Jagex, the company that created, in my opinion, one of the best games ever. Anything that you can think of construction-wise that they should add, they should fix, they should change, anything like that?
I personally would like to see more rooms. I mean, I built pretty much any room, and I know which ones work and don't, and I think we could use a few more rooms. I mean, to give the house a little more diversity.
Sounds good, sounds good. Now, Ivel, any skill, anything? First of all, this is always kind of fun game to play, so we're gonna change the tables a little bit. On the spot, just putting you on the spot here. Gotta come up with this right away. This is this fun game I like to play with every contestant. Interviewee on the show, kind of a game show. Come up with a skill.
Cooking.
Come up with one.
Sailing.
Sailing. Now, what would you propose as far as elements to sailing?
Sailing would have different boats that you can make. You can make kayaks or, big ships maybe when you get higher up. And it could add actually a pretty cool element. Put rivers everywhere and be able to travel on your own. And it'd have a pretty cool emote, I think. Build a ship.
That'd be pretty nice to be able to travel on your own. You wouldn't have to charter anything to go anywhere. No more teleports, really. And you could have your own port from your house. That'd be interesting. You could kind of add an element to construction or something. So, ships, that'd be something. Now, Gork, I'm going to turn this over to you. You got a little second to think. You know what the game is now.
Yeah.
Come up with a skill.
I would have to say, well, now that I think about it, I would have to say, it's a hard one.
It is always a hard one when people come on the show and they're like, I throw that at them. If they haven't listened to the show before, they don't know what it is, so they gotta come up with something on the spot.
I was thinking about this. It's kind of a mix between, like, thieving and agility. Well, you could be a ninja, like a ninja skill.
Oh, nice. So you throw a little hand-to-hand combat in there, along with a little sneaking around. That'd be pretty cool. Now, this is always a funny question. The 99 skill cape. What's the emote?
The emote would be you jump up and, the suit, grows on you, and you just, do, a whole bunch of ninja moves. You jump up, karate chop, you jump up, karate chop some stuff, and just, do, the awesome, 360 kick.
A little bit of wax on, wax off?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to a segment. We got the phones. They're blaring here. So we've got Kelsey 1062 from World 72 right now coming in. So Kelsey, what's your question?
Hi, yes, I had a question for Gork.
All right, Gork, you ready for the answer to this question?
Yeah.
See, it's gonna be. We don't know what the question is. These calls are not screened on this show. It's always interesting to know what the questions are gonna be. Kelsey, you ready?
With ninja skill, how long would it take from 1 to 99 if you were to add that skill to the game, and what kind of different things could you train on?
Okay, so the question, Gork, is 1 to 99. How long would it take if you were to train it, and what kind of things are there to train on?
I would probably say about maybe I would say probably about 3 months of playing time, maybe, or I don't know. How long I don't know, about 2 weeks for the average, so maybe about 3 weeks playing time.
3 to 4 weeks playing time. That wouldn't be bad for a skill. Now money making. Any possibility there?
Yeah, you would be able to sneak, like you could enter, like there'd be entire town set up where you would have to like open the door without them noticing, a little bit of thieving. If they knew you were up, or if they knew you were there, you'd have to like ninja move them, or you could pretty much just walk, or you could pretty much just go in their house and swipe something. It'd be a little bit of thieving, a little bit of constitute, just a little bit of everything. Come on.
Just kind of throw everything in there. So we're gonna go back to the phones here. We've got Joshua. Joshua does not give a username, just gives a first name. So Joshua from World 29. Josh, what's your question?
Hey, yo, Gork, I was just wondering, is leveling construction real hard or anything? Like, how'd you do it, man? Like, I can't even get started.
Well, it's pretty hard to get to 30, but once you get to 30, then you can do around 30. You can start doing the Oak Learner method, which is what I did to 68. It's pretty easy, and you pretty much go like every Oak Learner will pretty much get you the next level up until about 50. And after that's get a little more challenging, but then again, like I said earlier, all it comes down to is the money you have. So the more money you have, the faster you can get it.
All right, sounds good. So one more question. We're gonna go back to the phones. Username Axion, level 126. Still at 126. That's amazing. Hasn't decided to go up to 130. Nothing. Still at 126. So that's kind of cool. It says 126. Axion, what's your question?
Yo, I was just wondering, you are dead, are you planning on getting, like, 99 attack and stuff? Because it's a pretty cool name, and it'd be, like, great PK in name and everything. So, are you planning on getting 138 or whatever?
You know, I haven't really thought about it. A really good question comes from 126. Actually, stay on the line for a second because I do want to ask you. Before I answer that question, why still a 126? Why haven't you decided to level that at all?
I played in Classic, and I spent a lot of time leveling my skills, and I quit for a little bit, and when I came back, they added some new skills, and I really disliked them, because summoning was the same exact thing as runecrafting, and I just really didn't like how that was a combat skill. And I think it's cool to be a 126, and if I go to a non-members world, I will be a 126, and I will be maxed in non-members, and I think it's cool to actually be a Classic account and not level new skills.
Very good point. So to answer your question, here's personally, my account, I'm more of a skills guy than I am a combat guy. So eventually, I might go for something like 99 strength. One, because it'd be nice to have 99 strength, be a really low combat level, and PKing with 99 strength is just hilarious. Especially if I got 99 strength and 99 mage, it'd be hilarious to go and PK with that. So you're right, it'd be a good PKing name. High combat level, I don't know. I kind of like being not a noob and still have a low combat level. I think it's funny. But you're right, I might go for like something, get my attack up to maybe 75, maybe my defense up to 75, something. So Gork's actually got a comment on it. Do you, Gork?
I think it's not the I think it's not the levels that really count as much. I think it's the like if you have 99 one skill, I think that's good. But I think the total level counts more than anything. That can really determine noob from elite.
Very, very good point. So it's like you said. So total level, much more than anything else. Thanks for your call. I actually think I want to take one more. What do you guys think? One more call?
Yeah, I would like that.
One more call, Ivel?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So I got a couple calls here. You can see the board. Who do you think I should take a call from?
Take a call from Dragon Killer.
Dragon Killer. Dragon Killer is a level 3, brand new to the game. So Dragon Killer, what's your question and who's it to?
My question is to Ivel.
Your question's to Ivel. Nice.
Yeah. I was wondering why you have such newbie 99s.
So, newbie 99s, that's kind of a harsh statement coming from a level 3. You never know, could be a peer. So, Ivel, what's your response, man?
All I gotta say about that is, people think that some 99s are newbie. But I think it all depends on the amount of playing time and available time that you have to you. The time that I spent getting those 99s was a lot to me. And I thought it was really cool to get any 99. It's hard for anyone. And I plan to get better 99s in the future.
All right, sounds good. So, the phones are still going absolutely crazy. So, I think I want to try to find somebody that's got a question for Gork. Gork, which of these usernames should I take a call from?
How about Pones U 100?
Pones U 100, spelled with a P, W, owns you 100. Level 27. Pones U 100, what's your question?
Hi guys, what's up? I have a question for Gork.
Oh, good. Gork's got the question. So, what is your question for Gork 105?
I think construction sucks.
Not really a question, but Gork, what's your response, man?
I really dislike it. I honestly really like construction. I think it's a useful skill for money making and different things.
I would agree with that. So, some people don't like construction, but I do. Anything else to say, man?
I love being on your show.
Everybody loves being on the show. It is the best show in the RuneScape realm. And with that, we are going to take another commercial break. We'll be back right here in 30 seconds. Is Clan Radio.
Gnome Ball. It used to be widely played inside RuneScape realm. Now, nobody plays Gnome Ball.
Not sure you don't play no ball.
Nobody plays Gnome Ball anymore. It's just a shame. such a game that nobody plays no more anymore. So, if you're ever feeling bored and you want an exciting time inside the RuneScape realm, come by Tree Stronghold and hit up Gnome Ball. You need to play some Gnome Ball. It's the best sport around. It's the best game in this realm.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clan Radio. I'm your DJ for tonight's interview. You are Dead 100. We would like to thank our sponsors for tonight, the Anonymous Clan. They've been really awesome. And not only are they sponsoring tonight's show, but we've got Ival26 and Gork105 here in the studio to finish out this interview. It's been a good interview, guys. So, Gork, I'm going to turn to you. Have you liked the interview so far?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it'll be an experience I'll remember for the rest of my years in RuneScape, which, since I am eternal and when I die I respawn, I think that'll be for a very long time.
It's a very good point. You can't really die in RuneScape. The worst thing that happened to you in death is lose items. Like, if that happened to you in the real world, I would love to just die and lose items. So, Ival26, have you enjoyed the interview so far?
Yeah, the interview was pretty good. We think we covered a lot. It was kind of informal and everything, which is good. Just a good interview.
Just want to thank for a second. We're nearing the end of the show. We're almost at our 30 minutes. I want to thank our sponsors. They've been awesome through all of this. They pay for everything. Gnome Ball especially has been a great sponsor. They've been losing business over there in Tree Stronghold. They urge you to head over there. They know it's pretty far over. Just head over and play some Gnome Ball. So, guys, I want you to hold on to your seats for a second. We're going in a direction with the show. Really, we brought on the Anonymous Clan as a sponsor, and you guys especially, for a really cool idea. Usually it's me hosting the show with two people just like yourselves to do interviews with. What do you think, and we'll get some audience feedback in the next show, about keeping you two on as permanent hosts for the rest of the show?
I think that's a great idea.
What do you think, Gork? Would you like to turn this into the real deal? Instead of this being hosted by UR Dead 100, this will be hosted by the trio of the Anonymous Clan. What do you think?
I would agree with that, and I think I would completely agree with that. If our clan would stay the main what's the word I'm looking for?
The course, if we stay the course that we're planning on going, is that kind of where you're going with this?
I would say if the Anonymous continue to show funding and support for this, I can see us three and the Anonymous to be yes, the future. I think that would be a grand idea.
I would completely agree with that. So we're at the end of our time. We're coming at you. We would like to remind you every time from World 2. Live shows will be announced in later shows, so just keep on listening. Stick with us. We will eventually be live out there on the internet. You'll be able to talk to us. Again, if you want to join the clan, it's the Anonymous. Come talk to either Mage Ryan 8, WC Levi 3, Gork 105, or the main host of the show, UR Dead 100. I'm glad to be joined by these two. From now on, it's going to be a great show. We're really glad we're doing all of this. So for now, we're in World 2. This is the Clan Radio. Thank you for joining us, and we are going to go play some Gnome Ball.
You need to play some Gnome Ball. You need to play some Gnome Ball. You need to play some Gnome Ball.